Okay, we're gonna do part 2, rear brakes. Fingers crossed they don't require that little twisty tool that hasn't got here in the mill yet. But if they do, we will take them apart and get to that point. Fronts are done. Like you can see, like we left off yesterday, rotors are in there, pads are in there. We got a little bit of the anti-seize on there for when the wheels go on. The reason I've got the back jacked up too is I'm just gonna rotate the tires while I'm at it. You know, this should be done every oil change or 2 or 3, just to keep the wear even. So I'm just gonna do a little front back rotation for her while this is while we have it up in the air. Alright, as with most rear brakes, they're not impact tool friendly. So on the top here we have the upper bracket bolt, which is there, and then there's a lower bolt which is down at the bottom there, which hopefully you can see if I point to it here, right here. And that one, let's take off both those to get the bracket off. Also, your caliper slide bolts are the same position as before, there and there. Bust both of those off. Those might work with the impact and a swivel, but we'll see. These look a little bit more crusty than the fronts, so it looks like they've probably been longer since they've been changed. But if they're anything like the fronts, they are probably factory parts. So what you can see here is me just popping off the caliper. We undid those bolts we just talked about in the video. And once the caliper's off, I will go after the bracket next. The bracket fought me pretty hard, so I did actually have to go and get a breaker bar to get the nuts or the bolts free. Sorry. And once they're free, just use the socket to undo them the rest of the way. Pop both those off, and then went and did the other side next. Same thing on the other side. I tried to give you a better view, but I put my head in the way. So you'll see me clean this guy off with some brake clean here. Put on the anti-seize just around the hub and on the rotor, and then same on this side too. Obviously when you're doing the anti-seize, you don't want to put it on the actual braking surface, just on the surface that is going to contact the wheel or the hub. That will keep those parts from sticking together. Okay, so I decided I was not patient enough to wait for my parts to come tomorrow, and I just want this thing done, so I'm going to try to get knocked out here. You'll notice, if you've not done these before, the inside piston of the caliper has an X shape in it. That means that instead of just pushing straight in and out, it actually has to twist as it goes in. So you need one of these nifty loaner tool sets, or buy one, and you find the right size little guy that goes in there. Today it's probably this one. Yep. And then you'll hook her up to this doodad and twist away. So I'll set you up and you can listen to me, and I'll cut out the boring stuff. At least I'll try to. I don't know. We'll see. So this guy has got to go over the handle here like this. Usually that's the best way to get it on. And that guy goes inside the caliper itself here. So inside this little space. And if it's not all the way down, sometimes it won't fit, so we got to tighten her up a little bit here. And then we got to put our little, actually this one might be the right size, but just the one that's on there. We'll try the one that's on there first. So we put that guy in there like so. Try to get it centered here. And yeah, we got to use this other one. The nubs are just a little too fat on that guy. So swap down to the little guy here. This one's magnetic, that's nice. I'm doing it in the dark, as you can tell. That makes it really easy to see the grooves that these little nipples go in. Or as I said, where I am from, oops, there it is. Or whoop, there it is, I don't know. I don't know the song. Wow. Okay, well, let's hope that's enough. Just like last time, we're gonna try to just clean this guy off with the wire brush a little bit, just to give these guys a little chance at sliding. Crystal clear. This looks right. You want to make sure you put it on the same way it came off. And if you don't remember, and you already took apart the other side, then you are out of luck, and you're going to have to figure it out. That is why a lot of people do brakes one side at a time, so that if they forget where something came from, they can check. I'm not as smart as those people. And if you can see any of this, I'm amazed. Alright, that guy's on. So just wrapping up here, put your pads in, put your caliper on, bolt everything to spec, and give your brakes a quick little pump before they're done. I ran out of daylight before I could really finish filming, and as you can see, the quality is not the best on this, but that should be pretty much all you need to do this job yourself if you're trying. And remember, like, subscribe, and comment. And remember, like, subscribe, and comment.